Happy Thanksgiving. We appreciate you every single day waking up with us. We know you have a choice, and we appreciate you waking up with us and starting your Thanksgiving with us. So maybe you're in the kitchen already starting the meal for later on, or maybe you're getting ready for a turkey trot. We have you covered this morning, checking outside of your door. Hey, good morning to you. It is a very chilly start to your Monday morning, so thanks for starting it with us here at NBC6. I'm Sheli Muñiz. Thanks for allowing us to spend our morning with you on this Wednesday morning. Good morning. I'm Sheli Muñiz. Yeah, just minutes away from getting hit there. And Irma is an all-day event here on this Sunday. You're spending all day with Irma and hopefully us too here. Heavy winds will be around at 8 p.m. We'll continue through around 8 p.m. 12 a.m. for marathon to give you some perspective here. And I just got some new information from the Miami Beach mayor, who is saying that curfew, that 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew for folks in Miami Beach, if there's anybody left in Miami Beach because they were told to evacuate, that continues tonight and it continues tomorrow as well. They are prohibiting entry to Miami Beach until all roads are cleared, which when we talked to Key Biscayne, the mayor there just a few hours ago, she said that residents were asking, how soon can we come back? We can't even think that far ahead just yet because they have to get their crews in first to make sure that A, they can deliver resources and supplies, and also to check those roads and those bridges. Those bridges is what's crucial to make sure that they're all right for folks to start making their way in. This week I spent a few days in Puerto Rico with New York Yankees legend Jorge Posada and his wife as they were delivering thousands of supplies to the western part of the island. And while there, I also got to see my family for the first time after Maria.
Yo dije que no iba a llorar. Qué bueno verlos.
At 88 and 82 years old, my grandparents were living their darkest moments, and quite literally. Maria stripped them of their power and water, like most families on the island.
Oh my God! This is my other grandmother.
165,000 pounds of supplies that we brought over, and it was all collected here in South Florida. So just like my uncle said, he is so grateful for everybody's help here in South Florida. It does not go unnoticed. And yeah, thank you for allowing me to share my story. I tell a lot of stories that sometimes our own or some of the toughest.
And also, I hope you guys like the hat. That's the latest from Miami Beach this morning. Daryl Fortress, NBC6 News.
How do you even own that hat in South Florida?
Yeah, how deep did he have to dig in that box to find that hat?
All right, Daryl Fortress reporting from Miami Beach. Much more to come throughout the morning on that and his hat. All right, a mom says her son acted in self-defense when he body slammed a fellow student at Citrus Grove Middle School in Little Havana. Police say a 14-year-old picked up a 10-year-old, slammed him head first on a concrete floor. Our crews are not going to be able to go out there. You're not going to be able to have officers, first responders out there going to these calls. So this is exactly why they put it in place, and we're actually losing power right now here at the NBC6 Miramar studios. But we have a generator that's going to kick the lights back on. In the meantime, we'll look at these pictures here of our Broward deputies, again, pulled off the streets.
Miles de juguetes pronto estarán en manos de niños de Puerto Rico, gracias a mis colegas aquí en NBC6 y Telemundo. Y llegarán con tarjetas gracias a un niño de 10 años. Esta semana estuve en Puerto Rico para la entrega especial.
And just a few hours ago, when we were getting those feeder bands, we were seeing trees down right there on Ocean Drive, the iconic Ocean Drive. She was talking about stop signs down, and I think she's trying to effort back onto the shot there. She feels okay. She is a tough cookie, but of course, safety is our priority. Yeah, we have to be able to hear her, and we've told all of our crews, we've gotten some emails, why are you guys having these reporters? Of course, safety comes first. So as soon as somebody feels unsafe, that they cannot do this, they're out of there.
NBC6 anchor Sheli Muñiz is in San Juan, Puerto Rico tonight. She is touring the devastating damage in a neighborhood.
Just minutes after landing here in San Juan, Puerto Rico, within minutes leaving the airport, we went to Isla Verde, and you can find damage and destruction just about anywhere. I want you to look at this power pole here, snapped in half, and take a walk with me if we can. The power lines on this car, falling right on this car here, and it's as if it's frozen in time. These power lines going across the street. To you, thanks for being with us on this Friday morning, 6 o'clock your time right now, and we are going to get started with some breaking news that is coming out of North Bay Village. That is where rescue crews are working to put out a fire that broke out this morning at a high rise. So let's get over to NBC6 reporter Melissa Don. She is just arriving there on scene. And Melissa, what have you been able to find out? I actually want to stay on this topic for a moment, understanding and including people with disabilities. A big shout out to Ark Broward and the newly crowned Little Miss and Miss Ark Broward.
Sailor Burgoyne!
Sailor, Miss Arc Broward, Genesis Altamiranda. This pageant was at Parker Playhouse, was a way to celebrate girls with disabilities. Arc Broward works to ensure that people with disabilities not only live, learn, work, play in their communities, but more importantly, that they thrive. And they even flew in YouTube star karaoke queen Audrey Nethery, and she was able to celebrate these 20 girls. Check her out.
Because I like to sing and dance, and I wanted to encourage the girls for the pageant.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
She is adorable. I love her so much. Audrey has a rare bone marrow syndrome, and that is not stopping her, and it did not stop any of these 20 girls who were out there who face challenges every single day. But when they got on that stage, they shined, and everyone who attended and just supported and cheered these girls on.
Yeah.
Real, the fear. And oh boy, do I have to read this word?
You know what? You can read it. It's the second bullet point right there.
Okay, the name is frigatriska, whatever. Phobia.
Yeah, it's right
I don't
there.
know how many times I practiced this
Yeah.
before the show, and it still didn't work out.
Not going to happen.
Say that 10 times fast. Some fun facts for you. There will always be one Friday the 13th every year, but there can be up to 3, and you know it's coming if the month starts on a Sunday. What? Frigatriska.
Yeah. You know what? I think you made a really, really great attempt, a much better attempt than I would have. But I think
Why
we
did
should
they
probably.
give Eric this read?
Yeah, I think because they know better.